What is climate change? Are you participating in climate change? Well, that's an interesting discussion, but before that, you should have a concept of what climate and climate change are. The current weather of a place that is prevailing over a long period is known as climate. The measures for climate are temperature, pressure, humidity, wind, atmosphere, precipitation, and rain frequency of a particular region. If, due to any reason, these meteorological factors are shifted above or below their normal ranges, this would result in climate change. Due to this climate change, a significant weather pattern prolongs for long-term shifts at a larger scale. Vast effects of climate change include day-by-day increase in the temperature, melting of glaciers, a raised sea level, and early flowering of plants. Here are some facts about climate change. Number 1, 800 million people are vulnerable to climate change. Number 2, 11% emissions of greenhouse gases is from deforestation caused by human activity. Number 3, 2016 was the warmest year recorded in history. Number 4, there is a 90 to 95% certainty that human activity is behind global warming. Number 5, the sea level has been raised by 6.7 inches by the past century alone. Number 6, global warming has the most disastrous effect on the ocean by 93.4%. And number 7, emissions of carbon dioxide have increased by 50% since 1990. Our planet is getting warmer day by day. There is a huge debate on whether humans are the reason behind climate change or natural disasters are. Greenhouse gases that ultimately result in global warming are the major cause of climate change. These gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide trap the heat, thus raising the temperature of the planet. Fossil fuels, pollution, overpopulation, and insensitive attitudes are leading reasons. From 1880 to 2012, global temperature has raised by 0.8 degrees. The 5 degrees rise in temperature of the Earth took 50,000 years, but it is said that this rate will be increased by 20 times in the next century. Africa and Mexico are the most affected by climate change. People are more concerned about climate change, and now we see voices from every corner, debates and strikes for the awareness of climate conservation. Along with that, Hiroshima and Nagasaki have contributed a lot towards global warming, ultimately climate change. Climate change has affected our environment, oceans, coastal sites, food and agriculture, resources, and biodiversity. Climate change is dangerous for water resources and the health status of humans. Coastal cities of India, 2% of the total population, Vietnam, 36% of the total population, China, 6% of the total population. These will all be under several feet of water due to raised sea levels. The consequences of climate change are severe droughts, storms, malnutrition, deforestation, heat waves, rainstorms, and heavy floods. Diseases like asthma, cholera, tuberculosis, malaria, malnutrition, and respiratory disorders are prevailing as a result of climate change. We have returned to the beginning of our discussion from where we started. Are you contributing towards climate change? The answer is yes if you are using any fuel energy source driven from fossil fuel combustion. Similarly, if you are contributing towards the economy of an industry which is emitting hazardous gases in the surrounding atmosphere and disposing harmful chemicals in sewerage, then you are toxic to the climate as well.